reached the end of your day and thought, where did all my time go? You were busy all day, but somehow nothing important really got done. That feeling can be frustrating, especially when you're trying to improve your English, work toward your goals, or simply have more control over your daily life.
That's a very common experience. Many English learners also struggle with talking about time, planning, and priorities in English. You might know the words, but using them naturally in a real conversation can feel difficult.
Exactly. So today, we're going to help you with both. You'll listen to a natural, everyday conversation about managing time, staying productive, and making better decisions during your day, all while improving your English fluency and confidence.
You'll hear useful expressions, natural phrases, and realistic situations that you can actually use in your life. And don't worry, we'll keep everything clear, practical, and easy to follow.
Before we begin, let's quickly introduce ourselves. My name is Anna.
And I'm Leo. We're really glad you're here practicing with us today. If you enjoy learning English through real-life conversations like this, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the English Talk channel.
All right, let's get into today's conversation. Hey, Leo, can I ask you something? Lately, I feel like I'm always busy, but I'm not actually getting much done. It's like my time just disappears.
I understand that feeling. It happens to a lot of people. When you say your time disappears, what does your typical day look like?
Well, I start the day with a plan. I tell myself I'm going to focus, be productive, and finish everything. But then I check my phone, answer a few messages, maybe watch a quick video, and suddenly an hour is gone.
Right. That's very relatable. Small distractions can take more time than we expect. Do you usually plan your tasks in detail, or is it more general?
It's pretty general. I just think I'll work on this, or I'll study later, but I don't really set a specific time.
That might be part of the issue. When something is not clearly scheduled, it's easy to delay it. Your brain thinks, I can do this anytime, so it doesn't feel urgent.
That makes sense. So what would you recommend instead?
I'd suggest breaking your day into smaller blocks of time. For example, you can say, from 9 to 10 a.m., I'll focus only on this task. That way, you give your time a clear structure.
I see. So instead of just saying, I'll do it, I should decide exactly when I'll do it.
Exactly. That small change can make a big difference.
But what about distractions? Even if I plan my time, I still get distracted easily.
That's a good point. Distractions are everywhere. One helpful strategy is to reduce them before you start. For example, you can put your phone in another room or turn off notifications.
Putting my phone in another room sounds a bit extreme.
It might sound extreme, but it works. When something is not physically near you, it's easier to stay focused.
All right, fair enough. I might try that. But sometimes I also feel tired or unmotivated, even when I have time.
That's normal too. Not every moment of the day will feel productive. In those moments, it helps to start small.
What do you mean by start small?
It means you don't try to do everything at once. You just begin with one simple action. For example, instead of saying, I need to study English for 2 hours, you can say, I'll study for 10 minutes.
Oh, I like that. 10 minutes feels much easier to start.
Exactly. And once you start, it's often easier to continue.
That's true. Sometimes the hardest part is just beginning.
Yes, and that's a very important idea. Starting creates momentum.
Wait, can you repeat that last word? Momentum?
Of course. Momentum. It means the energy or force that helps something continue moving forward.
Ah, got it. So once I start, I build momentum and it becomes easier to keep going.
Exactly right.
That's a really useful word.
It is. You can use it in many situations, not just for time management.
Okay, so planning my time, reducing distractions, and starting small. That already sounds helpful. But what about prioritizing? I often don't know what to do first.
That's another key point. Not all tasks are equally important. Some things have a bigger impact than others.
So, how do I decide what's important?
You can ask yourself a simple question: what will make the biggest difference today? That helps you focus on high-priority tasks.
I like that question. It feels very clear.
Yes, clarity is important. Without it, everything feels equally urgent, and that can be overwhelming.
That's exactly how I feel sometimes. Overwhelmed.
When that happens, it's helpful to limit your list. Instead of trying to do 10 things, choose 2 or 3 important tasks.
Only 2 or 3? That seems very little.
It might seem that way, but finishing a few important tasks is better than starting many and finishing none.
That makes sense. I often start many things and don't finish them.
And that can create stress because your brain keeps thinking about unfinished tasks.
Yes, I feel that all the time.
So focusing on fewer tasks can actually help you feel calmer and more in control.
I like that approach. It feels more realistic.
Exactly. Time management is not about doing more, it's about doing what matters.
That's a great sentence. I'm going to remember that.
Good. It's a very useful mindset.
Let me ask you something else. What about breaks? Should I take breaks, or is it better to work continuously?
Breaks are very important. Working non-stop can reduce your focus and energy.
So how often should I take a break?
A common method is to work for about 25 to 30 minutes, then take a short break for 5 minutes.
Oh, I've heard about that. Isn't that called the Pomodoro technique?
Yes, exactly. It's a simple but effective way to manage your time and energy.
I see. So I work for a short period, then rest, then repeat.
That's right. It helps you stay focused without feeling exhausted.
That sounds manageable. I think I can try that.
Great. And during your break, it's important to actually rest. Stand up, stretch, or walk around.
Not check my phone again, right?
Exactly. Otherwise, your break can turn into another distraction.
Got it. That's something I definitely need to improve.
You're not alone. Many people struggle with that.
One more thing. Sometimes I feel guilty when I don't use my time perfectly, like I wasted the day.
That's a very common feeling, but it's important to be realistic. No one uses their time perfectly every day.
So what should I do instead?
Focus on progress, not perfection. If you did something useful, even small, that's already a success.
I like that. It feels more encouraging.
Yes, being too hard on yourself can actually reduce motivation.
That's true. When I feel guilty, I don't feel like doing anything.
Exactly. So it's better to stay positive and keep moving forward.
All right, let me try to summarize what we talked about.
Go ahead.
First, I should plan my time more clearly. Second, reduce distractions like my phone. Third, start small to build momentum. Fourth, focus on a few important tasks. And finally, take breaks and be kind to myself.
That's an excellent summary.
Thanks. I feel like I understand this much better now.
That's great to hear. And remember, these changes don't need to happen all at once. You can start with 1 or 2 and build from there.
That makes it feel much more doable.
Exactly. Small changes over time can lead to big results.
I'm actually feeling more motivated now.
That's a good sign. Motivation often comes after action, not before.
That's interesting. So I shouldn't wait to feel motivated?
Not necessarily. Sometimes you just start, and motivation follows.
That's a very helpful idea.
I'm glad you think so.
And that brings us to the end of today's conversation.
We hope this helped you feel more confident talking about time, productivity, and daily routines in English.
Remember, you don't need to be perfect. Just focus on small improvements and keep practicing.
Try using some of these phrases in your own daily conversations. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel.
If you enjoyed this conversation, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the English Talk channel.
Your support helps us create more lessons like this for you.
Thanks for spending time with us today. Keep learning, keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next video.
Take care and see you soon. Goodbye for now.